that New England defense. I mean, Wilds. That defense yesterday,
oh my goodness, Jenna,
picked off Justin Herbert twice, one of which got returned for the go-ahead score. Sacked him 3 times as well. If only you had picked this game as your upset alert on Friday, but you didn't, so let me continue. The Patriots defense delivering a win on a day. Mac Jones, not quite as sharp as we've seen him. 27-24, your final, just being honest. Wilds, did your 4-4 Patriots prove that they're a playoff caliber team with their win over the Chargers yesterday?
Oh, Jenna. Halloween might be over, but the nightmare continues for the AFC. And just like your favorite scary movie, when the young co-ed is like, oh, I thought you were dead. I'm not. Actually, I'm 4-2, 0-2. 4 wins, 2 losses, 0 ties, and 2 moral victories. And Nick, you laughed at me when I talked about those moral victories. But now, they're coming back from the dead. And Mac Jones says, you know what? I can go up against a great defense. I can go toe-to-toe with Dak Prescott and Tom Brady. And you know what else I can do? I can air it out. If we can show the stats. I know you're like, Mac Jones just does dinking dunks. Not anymore, my friend. That was the old Mac Jones. Now Mac Jones is airing that thing out. Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo! 7 for 12, 2 touchdowns, 0 interception. And look at that passer rating. If you're keeping track, the passer rating has increased by 135 points. Show me another quarterback whose passer rating has increased by 135 points. You can't. Guess who we got next? Oh, the Panthers. Sam Darnold might not be playing, but you'll still be seeing ghosts. It's the ghost of Bill Belichick on the sideline. We are back in a big way, Nicholas. Let's go.
All right. Listen, my answer here is just actually a list of questions. The first question is for my dear friend Colin Cowherd and Mike Greenberg and others. Are we still taking Justin Herbert over Patrick Mahomes? Or did that ridiculous take have the half-life less than uranium? I'm just curious. Is Justin Herbert still the best quarterback in the AFC? Or did that... Absolutely. Look it up, America. That's first question. Second question. Kevin Wilds, have you written or are you in the process of writing your apology to Bill Belichick? Because you tried to put him on the bud list, you were questioning him, and he just manufactured a win for you guys that I did not see coming, even though it was a de facto home game, and that's going to be a problem for the Chargers all year, by the way. It's hard to win a bunch of games when they're all road games. And the last one you answered, which is even this game, are we going to pretend Mac Jones played well? When there's a long list of reasons the Patriots won. Mac Jones' 50% completions and 200 yards is not on the list. Broussard, if Mac Jones has had some good games this year, this wasn't one of them. They won because the defense was brilliant, the running game was excellent, and Jared Cook was studying a lot of film this week. Unfortunately, it was all the A.J. Green route in the end zone because that's what Jared Cook did on the game-changing pick 6. I'm not even going to turn around for the ball. Okay, no problem, game over, pick 6 the other way. And so the Patriots are, to answer the question, Jenna, no, they didn't prove they're a playoff caliber team. They might make the playoffs, which proves they're not an awful team the way I thought they were. I will give them credit for that. Hold on. What? You're confused by that? They proved that they're alive for the postseason. They didn't prove they're a playoff caliber team. No, they're going to win 8 or 9 games. Maybe 9 games get you in. Maybe I'm misunderstanding the question. Right now, would I pick the Patriots to make the playoffs? No, I would not. There's my answer. But I don't think they're drawing dead the way I thought they were going into this game, Broussard.
Okay, Nick, first of all, if they make the playoffs, that proves they're a playoff caliber team.
Can we agree but I don't think they will.
And even if they don't make the playoffs, there are going to be a few teams that miss the playoffs that we would say they're playoff caliber. Is that correct?
Hold on.
We would say that, right?
So let me answer that. I just want to make sure I understand. If you make the playoffs, by definition, you're playoff caliber. But if you miss the playoffs, by definition, you're not playoff caliber. Okay, that makes no sense to me, but I'll go with it. So I got it. There's going to be 14 teams that make the playoffs, so there's going to be 19 playoff caliber teams. Got it. Okay, understood. I'll write it down in the book. Playoff caliber does not mean make the playoffs. Okay, got it. Playoff
There
caliber,
will be a
missed
15th or a 16th team maybe that we say they were playoff caliber. They were close. Caliber means you're in the league. You live in that neighborhood. But I picked the Patriots to make the playoffs, as did Wiles. Two of the three of us on this panel picked them. Two of the four of us picked them to make the playoffs. So I'm feeling good about it. It's going to be tough because the AFC is deep. But Nick, I like what you said about Justin Herbert because it reminded me, like, if and he's not the only one. Lamar Jackson a couple weeks ago. There are games other great quarterbacks have, and I say if Pat Mahomes had that game, people be killing him. So I'm with you on that.
Course.
That was very well said. Where you went awry, though, was the criticism of Mac Jones. Wiles is absolutely right. You've been ripping Jones as a dinker and a dunker, and he opens the game.
He was yesterday
With a 44-yard completion to Nelson Aguilar. I loved it. And then, yes, he wasn't spectacular. But the last drive, when they needed to seal the deal, they're up 7, they need to close the door. He leads them on a 14-play, 54-yard drive, completes 4 passes for over 40 yards. He delivers. And he delivered yesterday, Nick. Yes, indeed, Mac Jones and the Patriots are playoff caliber.
You know who didn't deliver? You know who didn't? Baker. We're in Cleveland. Browns, Steelers. Baker Mayfield out there gutting this one out with that banged-up shoulder, but the Browns offense never quite put it all together. Baker was sacked 4 times. He had 0 touchdowns, and he walked away with the loss to the Steelers. Cleveland Browns now 4-4 on the season. Baker's still not worried, though. Take a listen.
I'm sure all around within, the sports media world, it's going to be the world's falling down. But we're going to handle it within the building and make the corrections we need to execute. And it's the type of guys we have. I think we just need to simplify things and execute. We have a good enough team. It's just that we're kicking ourselves in the foot right now, stubbing our toes, and just need to execute. Need to get that confidence. Need to get that rhythm, and just build 1 week at a time. That's why I said we're going to chip away. There's no big picture mindset. We got to chip away 1 week at a time, and we'll do just that.
You know, Nick, I feel like we keep hearing the same thing week after week. We have a good enough team. We just have to put it all together. They're running out of time here. How much trouble you think Baker and the Browns are in after falling to the Steelers yesterday?
Oh, they're bordering on totally screwed. And Baker got one thing right. The sports media world is going to act like the sky is falling because the sky is in fact falling. The Browns are 4-4. And the rest of the way, if you look at their schedule, there is 1 game left. They'll be significant favorites. That's against the Lions. They have 5 games left against Baltimore, Cincinnati, and Green Bay. They have a game against the Raiders. They find the easy games. It's the Lions, and that's it. So to me, Wilds, the Browns have 2 important meetings this week. One is, where are we trading Odell? He was targeted once this weekend. He had 1 catch for 6 yards. I guess he was targeted twice because there was another one he could have got, but he didn't really go for it. It was a bad pass, and he didn't give full effort. The second one is, why did we let Baker start this game? He's clearly compromised, but now they can't bench him, Broussard, because when at the end of the game, he's taking a big hit out of bounds and trying to fire the crowd up. You can't then sell he's too injured to play, even though he's clearly too injured to be effective. So I think the Browns put themselves in a brutal spot. I don't know if they will trade Odell. I think they should. I know they won't sit Baker and let him heal up. I think they should. And I think a season that you and I thought could end in an AFC Championship game appearance is going to end closer to 7-10 than 12-5 and some playoff victories.
Man, they're not dead, Nick, but they are in trouble. There's no doubt about it. I agree with a lot of what you said. I don't think they'll trade OBJ because this is summer. What if they go after an Aaron Rodgers or go after a Russell Wilson and can get one of them? I want OBJ there with one of those guys. So I don't think I'd trade him, and I don't know that you're going to get much for him because his production is way down. The pass, I didn't think it was a bad pass by Baker at the end of the game. I thought Odell saw that he was going to get stuck by a defender and didn't go for it. Yeah. But here's what bothers me about the Browns, Nick. I am seeing a pattern of a team that does not like expectations. They don't like prosperity. They can't handle it, all right? So let's go back to 2018. They ended the season with 5 wins in their last 7 games after Hugh Jackson's fired. So people start expecting a nice season the next year. They go 6-10 under the weight of